hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
JumboCast for the second half of this Tufts Jumbos doubleheader versus the Middlebury Panthers. My name is Jared Cohen. I'll be on play-by-play for this afternoon's game. We are underway here at Spicer. Pitching for the Jumbos, Claire Gitman comes into today with a 2.7 ERA and 20 strikeouts in 23 and a third innings pitched, 5 starts. She's run the count to 1-1 to Kristen Carroll to begin the game. 1-1 pitch is high. Carroll is Middlebury's leading hitter on the season. Came in today batting over 500, a number that is top 5 in the NESCAC. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. She's also the team's leading base stealer with 11 steals in 11 attempts. Pops that one foul. Carroll has more stolen bases than the rest of the Middlebury Panthers combined, a team that does not run all too often. Count now 2-2. Gitman delivers, and that ball lined back up the middle. So another hit for Kristen Carroll, doing as she does. She had a hit in the first game today, and another one as that batting average will stay above 500 on the season. McKenna Lant now batting for Middlebury. She will be pitching as well today. Came into today with a 353 batting average and 18 RBIs. Hasn't gone deep yet on the season. Will bat with a runner aboard. 0-0 pitch. Swung on, grounded to the shortstop Steinberg. On to second base for 1. Try to turn 2, not in time. A strong defensive effort from the Jumbos, but they'll only get 1. Steinberg, a stalwart at the shortstop position, showing what she can do right there. Pretty hard to turn 2 in softball, and the Jumbos came close. Now, runner looked to go with the pitch. 0-1 will be the count to Megan Fox. Fox batting .309 coming into today. Does have a home run, 17 RBIs. Lays down a bunt. Gitman throws to first to get Fox. So 2 outs, and the runner will advance to second base. Gitman, the third pitcher really on this Tufts roster behind Sophia DeCoco and Sky Johnson, both of whom are the 1 and 2 spots in terms of ERA for the NESCAC, but Gitman no slouch in her own right. As I said, 2.7 ERA coming into today. Fires a strike on the outside corner right there. Oh, 1 pitch. Looks outside again, but just too far. 1-1. Gitman right down the middle, but just a little bit low. 2-1. Fouled off to the left side from Kate Viola. She'll be playing first base today for Middlebury. Another solid hitter in this Middlebury lineup, batting .306 coming into today. Not slugging all too high, though, only .339, and she's 3 for 3 on stolen bases. Gitman looks to paint the outside corner, but again, misses and runs the count full to 3-2. The 3-2 pitch from Gitman. Slashed into left field. That'll get down, and that will score a run. Viola holds up at first base, but the Middlebury Panthers get on the board first, courtesy of a RBI single from Kate Viola took that one off the end of the bat, placed it into left field, and an early lead for Middlebury, who dropped the first game of this doubleheader to the Jumbos 3-1. Solid piece of hitting from Viola, just taking what the pitcher gave her, going opposite field and giving Middlebury the lead. That'll bring up Nina Schroeder. One-oh pitch. Too low, and it'll be 2-0. Runner on first, 2 outs. That one's a strike. 2-1. Fouled back. That RBI single for Viola extended her hitting streak to 10 games now on the season. So she's been hot as of late, has raised her batting average from 257 to over 310 now over the course of that streak. The 2-2 pitch grounded to the second baseman, flipped on to Steinberg, and that'll end the inning. So the Jumbos give up 1 run on the RBI single from Kate Viola, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the first. All right, we're going to get you with the Tufts starting lineup for today. Batting first and playing third base, Rachel Moore. Batting second, the shortstop, Josie Steinberg. Batting third, the left fielder, Lauren Horita. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter and right fielder, Caitlin Perucci. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Michelle Edelman. Batting sixth, the catcher, Heaven Oliva. The designated player batting seventh, Fallon O'Connor. Batting eighth and playing second base, Bella Jimenez. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Haley Lineback. Gitman on the mound, as we saw. She will also be listed as a flex player for today. The defensive alignment for Middlebury, Schroeder behind the plate, Lant pitching, Viola at first, Lyon at second, Ziegler playing short, Scholes at third, and then left to right in the outfield, Wong, Carroll, and Dever. As Moore comes to bat, she did not lead off in the first game, but Tufts switched their lineup around a little bit in between games, and she'll look to do some damage from the leadoff spot. Moore, a perennial contributor for this Jumbos team, OPS over 1,000 on the season so far. She'll swing and knock that one into left field past the outstretched glove of Scholes for a leadoff single. Jumped all over that one and gets on base as a result, so an early base runner for the Jumbos.
The shortstop, number 4, Josie Steinberg.
Steinberg up now, the graduate student, having a year for herself, over 400 batting average on the season and 24 RBIs coming into today. First pitch is nowhere close. 1-0. Two and 0. Runner on first, the 2-0 pitch from Lant. Just misses. 3-0. McKenna Lant, the pitcher for Middlebury, comes into today with a 3.83 ERA in 60 and a third innings pitched, 33 strikeouts in those 60 and 1/3 innings. behind 3-0 and misses to put on Steinberg. Lant has had her fair share of walks this season. That'll be the 24th she's issued, but hasn't been too big of a problem now. However, runners on first and second, and the Jumbos threatening already in the bottom of the first.
Left fielder number 19, Lauren Harita.
Lauren Harita now the left fielder at bat. 3 home runs on the season, only 6 RBIs. That ball gets over the head of the catcher, and both runners will advance. Schroeder couldn't bring that in. And so now an open base at first and no force play at second or third with the power hitting Harita, who hit a home run in the previous game at the bat. Already a mound visit for Middlebury. Don't want to make a mistake to someone who already has a home run today. Strategic meeting is over, and we'll get back to some softball. So Harita actually has 4 home runs on the season and still only 7 RBIs. Even though she started nearly every game this season, has a chance to add to that count here, but that pitch outside again. The 2-0 pitch from Lant. Far too high, and now another 3-0 count. See if there's a green light here on 3-0. Taking all the way and taking high. So Lant having some command issues as she walks the bases loaded. And the bases are juiced for Caitlin Perucci. Probably no one you would rather see less than Perucci. The Tufts team leader in batting average, OPS, RBIs, and slugging percentage. Came into today hitting .474. And she'll have a chance to put the Jumbos up. First pitch just misses for a ball. Borderline call. 2 doubles in the first game today Perucci had, so another hitter that you don't want to mess around with. 1-0 pitch. That one called a strike on the outside corner, so after delivering 9 straight balls, Lant comes back with a strike. 1-1 pitch. Same location, strike 2. Bases loaded, 1-2 count. Still no outs in the bottom of the first. Lant looks outside, doesn't get the call, 2-2. Off the end of the bat from Perucci and no play anywhere, so a run will score. It was bobbled at second base by Lyon. Marina Lyon, the senior, couldn't make the play cleanly. We'll see if that goes as an error. It will go as an error, so an unearned run potentially, but the batters, the runners all move up 1 base, so same situation, no outs, bases loaded, and a tie game now, 1-1. Lant fires to Edelman and misses on the first pitch. I think it will go as an earned run. The runner would have scored either way, regardless of the error. So an earned run for Lant. She will look to fight her way back in this inning, but down again. This time to Edelman, another star hitter for the Jumbos. Their leading base stealer as well. 11 stolen bases coming into today. That pitch is low. Another 3-0 count for Lant. A little bit uncharacteristic. has really struggled to command the ball so far this inning. See if Edelman will be taking all the way here. She is, and it is a strike. The 3-1 pitch from Lant. Hit in the air by Edelman, but playable by the center fielder. Caught by Carroll. The runner will tag. Runners on second and third both tag. Another run in for the Jumbos. So they take the lead 2-1. Still only one out in the inning, and runners on first and third. Up comes the catcher, Heaven Oliva.
Catcher number 23, Heaven Oliva.
Oliva looks to bunt, but pulls it back. They throw to third with the runner advancing from first to second. Everyone's safe. So now runners on second and third and a stolen base for Perucci. Pitches outside, 1-1. Oliva splits time with Carrie-Ann Slayton and lines one into left field. We've seen that before. And another run in. Jumbo's jumping all over McKenna Lant here in the first. That's their third run of the inning and an RBI single for Heaven Oliva. That'll be her 5th RBI on the season. Be a pinch runner. Sarah Cullen will pinch run for Oliva. Remember, that is not a permanent substitution. Oliva will be eligible to remain in the game.
Thank you.
Cullen hasn't recorded a hit on the season, but is 2 for 2 in terms of stolen base opportunities, so maybe an opportunity for her to run. Now at first base, the designated player now, Fallon O'Connor, in to bat. Right-handed batter O'Connor hasn't had too much success at the plate so far this year. Batting average under the Mendoza line at 192 coming into today. But we'll have an opportunity to knock in at least one run here. Still only one out in the inning. Looks to lay down a bunt, pulls it back. Now runner caught in a rundown and advances to second safely, so a stolen base for Sarah Cullen. Ball was cut off by the shortstop looking to prevent the runner on third from going home. They'll give up the stolen base and prevent the run. Runners now on second and third, still one out, and double play again out of question. 0-2, so Lant gets ahead of the batter really for the first time this inning. 0-2 pitch from Lant. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lant's first strikeout of the game, 34th strikeout on the season, and she'll get that second out with Bella Jimenez, the second baseman, coming up to bat. The sound of hot potato comes across the loudspeakers. Jimenez, the senior from Oak Park, California, up to bat, has struggled on offense so far, but a trusted member of this lineup. She'll kind of nub that off the end of the bat, and a diving catch from the first baseman, Viola, gets the Middlebury Panthers out of the inning, but not after the Jumbo score 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. We'll be back for the top of the second. We're back on JumboCast. Give you a quick rundown of the lineup for Middlebury. We didn't do that in the top of the first. And the defensive alignment for the Jumbos. Batting for Middlebury, we saw last inning leading off Kristen Carroll playing center field. Second in the lineup, the pitcher McKenna Launt. Batting third, the designated player Megan Fox. Batting cleanup, the first baseman Kate Viola. Fifth, the catcher Nina Schroeder. Sixth, the third baseman Liv Scholes. Seventh, the right fielder Kelly Dever. Eighth, the left fielder Skylar Wong. Batting ninth, the shortstop Cece Ziegler. And playing second base and listed as a flex, Marina Lyon. The Jumbo's defensive alignment, Oliva will be catching, Gitman pitching, lineback at first, Jimenez playing second, Steinberg at short, Moore at third, and then left to right in the outfield, Harita, Edelman, and Perucci. Up to bat now for Middlebury, it will be Liv Scholes, the third baseman. First pitch hit to the second baseman. Jimenez turns and fires to first for an out on one pitch in the top of the second inning.
Right fielder number 5, Kelly Dever.
Swinging and missing on the first pitch is Kelly Dever, the right fielder. Dever hitting .250 coming into today. No home runs, but 3 doubles and a triple. Down 0-1. And now down 0-2 on a ball that just got the inside corner. Gitman fires and gets strike 3 swinging on a beautiful pitch outside, her first strikeout of the game. And down goes Dever. 2 quick outs for the Jumbos, and I'll bring up the left fielder, Skylar Wong. Wong whiffs at the first one, hasn't had too much going on so far this season. Under 150 batting average on the year, OPS under 500, only 2 RBIs. We'll look to get on base here with 2 outs. Ball nicks the outside corner and quickly 0-2. Pitch from Gitman. Borderline, but no call. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Gitman swung on and fouled back. Do it again, 1-2. Same result, fouled back by Wong. One and two for a third time. Hit into left field, but playable. Caught. Ooh, dropped. Excuse me. Bobbled and dropped by the left fielder, Harita. Looked like she had it in her glove, and then last second it popped out. So an error on the left fielder, Harita, and it won't be a 1-2-3 inning for Gitman. Instead, a runner will reach first base.
Shortstop number 21, Cece Ziegler.
Cece Ziegler now at the plate, the shortstop. First pitch outside. One-zero pitch, in for a strike. Ziegler Sr. from St. Paul, Minnesota. Member of the NESCAC All-Academic Team each of the last 2 seasons. Did record a hit in the first half of this doubleheader, now down 1-2. Went 2 for 4 against Colby only 2 days ago. Hitting over 400 on the season, albeit this is only her 12th start. Swings at the 1-2 pitch and just gets a piece of it. Ziegler, 10 hits on the season, no home runs, no RBIs, but slugging .619. 1-2 pitch, fouled back. One, two again. A little bit of an off-speed pitch popped up down the right side, caught for the out by Haley Lineback, and that'll be the end of the inning. So Gitman sends down Middlebury with the exception of 1 error, 1 runner left on base, and we'll be right back. Bottom of the second inning now, leading off for the Jumbos, the first baseman, Haley Lineback. She'll take the first pitch low for a ball. Lineback under 200 on the season, does have a home run, 7 RBIs. One and one, Tufts hitters looking to be patient against McKenna Lant, who walked several batters in the first inning. Another strike in there on the outside corner. Lineback hit .328 last season with 8 doubles, 26 RBIs, but hasn't been able to recreate that success thus far this season. 1-2 pitch just outside. Two now. Hit into right field. Getting under it, the right fielder, Dever, she'll put it away for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the Jumbos and Rachel Moore.
Now batting for the Jumbos, number 20, Rachel Moore.
Lant misses with the first pitch to Moore. Two and 0 now. Still some clouds over the field here at Spicer, but looks like the sun might be coming out. Wind blowing out to left center field. 2-0. Misses again, so another 3-0 count for Lant against the dangerous Rachel Moore. Moore's cooled off a bit as of late, but still putting up impressive numbers. She'll take her walk on 4 pitches. 7th walk of the season. that'll bring up the shortstop, Josie Steinberg. Already the third walk issued by Lant.
The shortstop, number 4, Josie Steinberg.
Hit on the ground through the gap between the shortstop and third baseman. Jumps all over that pitch, and a single for Josie Steinberg. She walked in her first at bat and singled in her second, so has reached base in each of the first 2 innings, as has Moore.
The left fielder, number 19, Lauren Harita.
Lant has issued at least 3 walks in all but 3 of her starts so far this season, so not out of the picture that she could issue more, but her season high in terms of walks issued is only 4, so while she has consistently given out some free passes, it is early in this one to have 3 walks already. Bases loaded now. Excuse me, not bases loaded. Runners on first and second. They looked to feign an advance right there. Ball outside, and now 2-0. Off the end of the bat, but deep towards center field and gone. A home run from Lauren Harita. She made that one look easy, and a 3-run blast doubles the Jumbo's score from 3 to 6, and now 6 to 1 in the second inning. Off the bat, didn't look like it had all too much on it, but kept traveling out to center field and easily cleared the fence for a home run. Her second home run of the day. Hit one in the first half of this back-to-back, and now another, so her 5th of the year. And it extends the Tufts lead to 5. And that'll be it for the pitcher McKenna Lant. Looks like she'll be replaced by Jewel Ashbrook, and we'll be right back. The right fielder, Caitlin Perucci, now batting. And she'll hit that one into left field, and it'll drop for a single in front of Wong, the left fielder. So new pitcher in Jewel Ashbrook, but no change in the production of the Jumbo batters. Perucci on base for the second time today. She reached on an error in the first.
The center fielder, number 2, Michelle Edelman.
Edelman now at bat. Ashbrook misses outside. Ashbrook comes into today 3.62 ERA in 10 appearances, 8 starts. She's got 26 strikeouts and 20 walks issued in 50 1/3 innings. 5 complete games on the season. That ball smoked into left field, off the wall. Runners will advance to second, rounding third, and into third, out. Cut down at third base is Edelman, but a run will score on the play. Strong relay from the outfield got Edelman on what was rather an aggressive move to try to take third, but assured the run would score, so it's now 7-1.
The catcher, number 23, Heaven Oliva.
That ball was fouled and caught off the right side of the first base line to end the inning, and we'll be right back on JumboCast. The center fielder, Kristen Carroll, leading off the inning back to the top of the lineup for Middlebury, but not after they give up 4 runs in the bottom of the second. So the score 7-1, and they'll have their work cut out for them if they want to avoid what could be a mercy rule soon enough. That ball fouled off. Carroll singled to lead off the game in the first inning. Some defensive substitutions for Middlebury. The pitcher, McKenna Launt, will move to third base with Ashbrook now pitching. Liv Scholes will move to second base, and the second baseman and flex Marina Lyon is out of the game with the pitching change. Now 2-1 to Carroll. The 2-1 pitch grounded right back at Gitman. Off her glove, rebound, but safe at first base. So should be another infield single for Carroll this time. And she'll reach base lead off the inning for the second time today. Jumbo's knocked McKenna Launt out of the game pretty quickly. That's her third consecutive tough start. Gave up 9 earned runs in 7 innings against Bates, then 6 earned runs in 7 innings against Colby. Today, looks like 7 earned runs in only less than 2 innings against Tufts. So as a bunt is unsuccessfully put down, her ERA has risen from 2.72 to well over 4 in only 3 starts. She is at the plate now, hoping to do some damage on the offensive end, where she is a .352 hitter coming into today. Rips that one just foul down the third base line. Launt went 1 for 3 in the first half of this doubleheader. Went 3 for 5 against Colby yesterday. including a double and 2 RBIs, yet to record a home run on the season. Takes strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 18, Megan Fox.
Gitman's second strikeout of the game. Megan Fox now at the plate, swings at the first pitch and hits a pop-up nearing the wall in front of the dugout on the third base line, but caught for the out by Rachel Moore. And 2 quick outs after an infield single from Carroll.
Now batting for Middlebury, number 3, Kate Viola.
Viola had an RBI single in the first inning. Comes up again with a runner on first base. And she'll swing at the first pitch and hit it well foul. The 0-1 pitch just misses outside. The Jumbos entered today 20-5 on the season. They won the first game of the doubleheader to move to 21-5. 9-2 now in the NESCAC and 6-2 at home. Middlebury fell to 12-9 after that first game, 5-4 in the NESCAC. That ball is fair down the third base line. It'll be a double for Kate Viola. A solid piece of hitting down the third base line, and now 2 runners on in scoring position, and the second hit of the day for Viola. Middlebury doing a good job of using the opposite field thus far against Gitman, but with 2 outs, they'll have to get a base knock here in order to get a run home. First pitch, barely a strike on the outside corner. Oh, 1. Similar location but different result. It'll be a ball, 1-1. Wind blowing pretty strongly now out to left center. The 1-1 from Gitman, swung on and past the outstretched glove of Steinberg. Ball comes in, a wild throw, and 2 runs will score. So Middlebury not giving up just yet, and an RBI single from Schroeder will bring in 2 and make that a 7-3 ball game.
Now batting for Middlebury, number 10, Liv Scholes.
Liv Scholes now at bat, grounded out in the first inning. Gitman fouled back by Scholes.
We went from a nice clean game and game fun to this game is all over the place.
1-1 pitch swung over the top of by Scholes, and it'll be 1-2. Gitman looking for her 3rd strikeout of the game. That one chopped foul. Gitman through 2 2/3 so far at 50 pitches. 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks. One and two yet again. Hit foul down the first base line. It'll get out of play. One and two the count. Foul yet again. Gitman looking to put away Scholes. Oliva tried to frame that one, but no dice. 2-2. Grounded to the second baseman and bobbled by Jimenez, but she recovers in time to get the out at first base. So 2 runs come across to score in the inning for Middlebury on an RBI single from Nina Schroeder. Left a runner on. Now 7-3. We'll be back for the bottom of the third. The DP, Fallon O'Connor, leading off the bottom of the third inning for Tufts against the pitcher Ashbrook. 1-0 quickly. Swinging at that second pitch under the glove of the shortstop Ziegler. Going to go with a base hit on that one. Hard hit ball up the middle. The 7th hit of the game for the Jumbos, and another inning starting off with a base runner for Tufts. Hot potato on, and Bella Jimenez to the plate. That was O'Connor's 6th hit of the season. Jimenez, 16 hits on the year, looking to add on to that. 0-1 quickly. She'll swing and bloop one over the outstretched glove of the left fielder. That'll be extra bases. Jimenez rolls into second with a stand-up double. That ball quickly got over the head of the left fielder Wong, and Jimenez, who's been looking to find some offense, gets it done right there. So the Jumbos continue to jump all over Middlebury pitching at the start of each inning. Now 2 runners on and no outs. Haley Lineback, the first baseman, up to bat. She flied out in her first at-bat of the game. Lineback, the sophomore from Wantagh, New York, Sacred Heart Academy. Was an inaugural recipient of the Division III Rawlings Gold Glove Award at first base last year. 3rd team All-Region recognition from the NFCA. As we talked about, hit .328 in 44 games. Top 20 in the NESCAC hits and RBIs last season, but hasn't had an offense going all too much so far this season. Borderline pitch right there, called for a strike. 2-1. Lineback fouls that one off. Umpire needs a refill on softballs. With a 2-2 count, still no outs here in the inning. Runners on second and third for Lineback with the top of the order looming. I think Ashbrook would like to get at least one out right here. Won't get it there. 3-2. Middlebury might look to Ashbrook to finish the rest of this game regardless of outcome. Not too many options behind her on the pitching staff. 3-2 pitch. Singled off the glove of the shortstop. A run will score. And an RBI single for Haley Lineback, her first hit of the game. Adds another run on for the Jumbos. Gets one back from the 2 they surrendered in the top of the inning, and now 8-3, is the score. That one hit back up the middle, a diving play by Ziegler, couldn't bring it in, and that will bring it up the top of the lineup. Rachel Moore, she singled in her first at-bat, drew a walk in her second. Aggressive on the first pitch and hits that one deep into right field over the glove of Dever. Runner at first had to wait and see, so only one run will score. A long single from Rachel Moore and a 9-3 ball game. I keep saying 5. 9-3 ball game. 5-run lead for the Jumbos. Still no outs, and in each and every inning so far, the Jumbos have put runs on the board with out and out recorded. See how many they can get this inning. Josie Steinberg, the opposite of Moore, walked in her first at-bat, singled in her second at-bat. 2 runners on for her. And the Jumbos are jumping all over the first pitch. That one down the line, up against the wall. 1 run scores. Second run rounding third, and she will score as well. A 2 RBI double for Josie Steinberg. And the Jumbos extend their lead, now 11-3. Jumbos look like they're seeing the ball pretty well out of the hand of Ashbrook, and I take back what I said about Ashbrook going the rest of the day. We have another pitching change. Looks like Sam Hausman coming in the game for Middlebury. We'll be right back as she warms up. Okay, so a couple changes for Middlebury. Pitching change, Samantha Hausman, the junior from Pound Ridge, New York, will enter the game to pitch. She appeared in the first half of this doubleheader, delivered 6 innings of 3-run ball, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Skylar Wong will move from left field to right field, and we'll cover you on the rest of those defensive changes in a second. Up to bat will be Lauren Harita, who hit a home run in her second at-bat of this game, and a home run in the first half of this doubleheader as well. Wong will move from left field to right field. The right fielder Dever will exit the game. Liv Scholes, the second baseman, will move to left field, and Marina Lyon will re-enter the game at second base as Harita fouls that one off. Samantha Hausman stands 5'4". Traps that ball back at her and fires the first. not in time to get Harita, so Harita will single, an infield single for Harita, and a bang-bang play at first couldn't get her. Still no outs for the Jumbos. Runners now on first and third. 8-run lead for the Jumbos, still no outs. Edelman now hit a sac fly in her first at-bat, doubled in her second, but was thrown out, attempting to advance to third. Excuse me, Perucci at-bat, sorry, Edelman on deck. Jumped ahead a little bit too much. And Perucci comes through with a single through the middle infield. Will score yet another run. Harita advances to third. Perucci's second hit of the game. Well hit off the bat of Perucci up the middle. And the line just keeps moving, and Middlebury can't seem to do anything to stop it, as now Edelman will come to bat. Sac fly in the first at-bat, doubled in her second and thrown out, attempting to advance to third. She'll bat with 2 runners on, swing at the first pitch, and just slice that one foul. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on again. Jumbo's looking real aggressive against this Middlebury pitching staff. Not being shy and looking for their pitch, especially since the starter, McKenna Launt, left the game. 0-2 count now to Edelman. Fouls that one off. Edelman takes that one outside. Only 8 strikeouts on the season for Edelman in 26 games started. She doesn't go down easy, and proving that right now. Another ball outside. Still no outs in the inning. Jumbos have already put a 5 spot on the board. Looking to add on to it is the center fielder, Edelman. Catcher Heaven Oliva on deck. Edelman swinging and grounding back up the middle. That'll be another base hit for the Jumbos. And another run and another RBI. Edelman, her second RBI of the game, extends this to a 10-run lead, 13-3 with Oliva up to bat. Doesn't seem to matter who Middlebury puts into the game at pitcher. The result has been the same so far. Oliva swings, same result, back up the middle on the ground. Each runner will move up 1 base. Base is now loaded with no outs, and Middlebury just can't seem to record an out against this Tufts lineup. Oliva's second hit of the game, and that'll bring up Fallon O'Connor, who I believe started off this inning. Could this be another pitching change for Middlebury? Not sure how many pitchers they have left on the roster. Remember, Samantha Hausman started the first game of this doubleheader. Maybe talking some strategy or just buying some time. Maybe want to get the Jumbo hitters out of a rhythm. The only other player on the Middlebury roster that has recorded any time pitching this year is Abigail Jankowski, and she's only pitched 3 2/3 innings. You have to imagine Hausman is who the the Panthers will rely on to get through the rest of this game. Remember, mercy rule is 8 runs after 5 innings, so they only need to get through 2 more. But still no outs with the bases loaded here. The Jumbos have already scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Up comes Fallon O'Connor. swinging at the first pitch and missing. She led off this inning with a single and is now back up to bat. Jumbos have batted around. Set up for a possible double play. Shortstop throws to second, gets the out there. Throw to first, the ball gets away. Runners move up, and so even though Middlebury records an out, run will score. An error charged to the shortstop. The bases were loaded there. 2 runs scored on the play. 1 scored coming home from third with the bases loaded, and then another scored with the error. So 1 out on the play, 2 runs score. Pinch hitting for the catcher, Heaven Oliva, is the freshman Emma Wingate from Katy, Texas. She hits that one high and deep in the air to left field. It'll one-hop the fence. Lord have mercy, the Jumbos cannot stop scoring. And another run in on an RBI double from the pinch hitter, Wingate. This one is getting ugly here at Spicer Field. Sorry, excuse me. That was Wingate batting for the second baseman, Jimenez. And another pitching change. Nothing going right for Middlebury. It will be Abigail Jankowski, only one of a couple appearances for her on the year. We'll be right back as she warms up. A nightmare inning for Middlebury continues here. Still only 1 out and another pitching change for Middlebury.
I'm sorry. 14 to 15. Yep. Okay.
Jankowski, the pitcher, now in the game.
I mean, this is the most ridiculous game ever.
This game definitely getting out of hand. Jankowski, again, as we talked about, only 3 2/3 inning pitched on the season. Bad news for Middlebury fans. In those 3 2/3 innings, she has given up 17 runs. Only 6 of those were earned, but 14 hits in 3 2/3 innings for an ERA of 11.45 and a WHIP of 5.18. She is the last player currently on the Middlebury roster who has recorded a pitching appearance. So if she can't get out of this, not sure who they will turn to. Still a runner on second base. A lot of defensive changes for Middlebury. We'll try to keep you updated on those if we can. Schroeder has moved to first base. In at catcher now, Megan Fox. Viola moved from first to second. And, of course, in at pitcher, Jankowski. Grounded to the shortstop. Try to get a tag at second, and she will. A heads-up play from the shortstop, Ziegler. Gets a tag out at second, and now finally 2 outs and a chance to end what has been a pretty tough inning for Middlebury. However, they'll have to get through Rachel Moore to do so.
Now batting for the Jumbos, number 20, Rachel Moore.
Moore swings at the first pitch and fouls it off.
I know. I mean, it's almost impossible to do participation at a football game.
0-1. Outside for ball one. The 1-1 to Moore. Swung on. Fair ball. Fielded by the third baseman. Thrown on to first. So mercifully, the third inning ends, but not before the Jumbos put 9 runs on the board. The score reads 16-3. 16 hits for the Jumbos. And they're set up to take this game via mercy rule. If they can get to the 5th inning with an 8-run lead intact, we'll be right back for the top of the 4th. Some defensive changes for the Jumbos. Bella Jimenez will re-enter the game at second base.
Jimenez has re-entered at second.
In left field, replacing Lauren Harita will be Emma Tonys. And replacing Caitlin Perucci in right field will be Lindsay Newman. So a lot of changes, but perhaps most importantly, coming in to pitch will be the senior Sophia DeCoco, one of the best pitchers in the NESCAC. The senior from Connecticut came into today with an ERA under .6 at .55. Truly an astounding number over the volume she has had so far this season. Yet to record an ERA over 2 in any of her 4 seasons at Tufts. Her career ERA, believe it or not, .99, so under a run per game. She has been outstanding, and at senior day, good to see her get some run. Didn't start in the first half. Last appearance was against Middlebury, only 1 inning, but she'll have a chance to close this one out for the Jumbos. That one rolled down the third baseline to Moore, fires to first. Strong pitch and catch from the Jumbo infield, and 1 out. Hope you've been able to keep track of these defensive adjustments along with us, because we're having a hard time. As Skylar Wong comes up to bat. Wong swings at the first pitch, grounds it on 1 hop to Steinberg. A strong throw across the diamond gets the runner Wong, and now 2 outs, and this is exactly what Sophia DeCoco does. Ground outs to an infield that can make the plays for her. Ziegler, the shortstop now. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Now 0-2. Pitch from DeCoco. Waved at him, just fouled off. Looked like she got the strikeout, but off the end of the bat, foul tip. And they'll do it one more time, 0-2. DeCoco tried to check her swing at the plate. They appeal down to first, and she went. A strikeout for DeCoco ends the inning. That's the end of the top of the 4th, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 4th inning. We're back for the bottom of the 4th. Josie Steinberg, the shortstop, at bat. The Jumbos with 16 runs, courtesy of our statistician, Micah Baum. Their most runs scored in a game since April 25th, 2021 versus Bates, when they also scored 16 runs. On March 4th, 2018, they scored 19 against Kalamazoo. So that looks like to be the number to beat, at least going back that thus far. Steinberg, yet another single up the middle. Not an inning has gone by yet so far where the Jumbos have not let off the inning with a base runner. Looks like this one will be no different. A single for Steinberg. And this is where the lineup changes start to come into effect. Tony's entered the game for Lauren Harita, so it will be Emma Tony's, the sophomore from Carlisle, Mass, batting in place of Horita. Tony's yet to record a hit on the season, but she'll have an opportunity to do so here. She swings at that one to the shortstop, who will throw across the diamond to get her. A strong throw from Ziegler gets the first out of the inning. Looking across the city of Boston, the Red Sox up on the Angels 3-2, the end of the fifth inning. First pitch to Newman. Lindsay Newman, the junior from Pound Ridge, New York, has entered the game in place of Caitlin Perucci. She's playing right field. Perucci had 2 singles and reached an error before she left the ball game. Newman swings and misses at that pitch, down 0-2. Newman hitting .290 coming into today, 4 RBIs, a double and a triple in 8 games started and 16 appearances. .02 pitch, well outside. Hits that one in the air, bringing the center fielder back, but easily caught. Runner will feign a tag. Carroll brought that one in center field for the second out. Two outs now. Up to bat. A pinch hitter, Lacey Chillick, will enter the game for Edelman. So pretty much the whole Jumbo's lineup exiting the game at this point. Earlier today, we saw the Williams Eafs defeat the Colby College Mules 8-5 in 7 innings, and the Bolden Polar Bears defeated Hamilton 9-1 in 5 innings. More scores coming at you later today. Schillick in a 1-1 count now against Jankowski. If Jankowski, gets out of this inning, it'll take a lot of work for this game not to end after with the top of the fifth. That ball dribbled back to Jankowski, flips on to first. Chillick is out, and that ends the fourth inning. So a 13-run ball game. Middlebury will have to score at least 6 in order for this game not to be over after the top of the fifth. So we'll be right back to see what could be the end of this ball game. Back for the top of the fifth. First pitch swinging
16, Kristen Carroll.
is Kristen Carroll, the leadoff batter for Middlebury, both in the game and the inning. They have limited amount of time to get back into this one. Not sure it will be possible. 16-3 is your score. DeCoco still on the mound, and down 0-2 is Kristen Carroll.
How about if we were at Amherst? What is that? Amherst and Bates at 4:30 start. Oh, what would that be?
0-2. Fouled off the plate. Oh and 2. This time a fair ball down the third baseline across the diamond from Moore for the first out.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 4, McKenna Lunt.
First pitch from DeCoco just outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch swung on and missed. Popped up to the infield, will bounce foul. One-two pitch. Too low in the dirt, and it'll be 2-2. Fouled off again. Looking ahead, the Jumbos will face MIT in a doubleheader on Wednesday here at Spicer Field. Then they'll move on to Middletown, Connecticut to play Wesleyan University in a doubleheader on Saturday. Regular season finishes up May 4th against Bowdoin College, so a good ways to go. That ball ricochets off of DeCoco's glove, fires to first, and 2 outs in the inning, 1 out away from this one being over.
Catcher number 18.
For Middlebury, they will play Williams College in a doubleheader in Williamstown on April 20th, next Saturday, before another doubleheader against Trinity College at home on Sunday. One 0 pitch, fouled off. One. A bit too low. 2-1. DeCoco just misses to run the count 3-1. 3-1, swung on, hit into right field and deep, but catchable for the right fielder, brings that one in. And that will be your ball game. A final score of 16-3. The Tufts Jumbos shellac the Middlebury Panthers. They put up 3 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second, and 9 runs in the third to firmly take control of this one off the bats of pretty much everyone in the lineup. The Jumbos came in on senior day and get a 2-game sweep in the doubleheader and a dominant performance in game 2. My name is Jared Cohen. Directing this game has been Jake Flossie and Micah Baum. Gabe Gonzalez on the camera. Thank you for watching along with us, and as always, please stay home safely.